Hello peeps, guys and girls, good evening. Yes, we are on the dance set, Auto Conquest. Now, what we've got here, guys, this might look like cheating, but it isn't. What we've got two preamps, basically tone control circuits if you like. Now this is out of one that Matthew gave me, and this is out of the one that he wants me to do. Now it has been messed with because we've got a wire. What was just confusing me was we've got the grid wire that goes to the valve. That's there. That's the grid wire. Goes to the valve. Goes to pin 1 of the valve. That's the grid wire. Goes to the grid. And what we need to do is put one here. Put a grid wire on here. That's easy enough. We've got plenty of wire knocking about here. Doesn't matter what colour we use as long as it's a wire. Now what we're going to do, we're going to copy this, and I need to find a 200 picofarad capacitor to go here. There's one here, but I don't want to rob this. This all works. So what we're going to do, have a sip of our coffee. And what we'll do, the soldering iron's good and hot. We need some solder. We had some knocking about here before. Seems to have disappeared, so we need to pull a piece off the roll. Yes. I might give Steve a ring tomorrow. See how the old fella is. You know, see how he is, the old buzzard. I might give him a ring on WhatsApp. In fact, I could do it later. In fact, you have to ring him at certain times because they're different to us, aren't they? The Yanks. So what we want to do is put this on here, really. There you go. That's on there. Then what we need to do is turn it round. Because we need this brown wire should go on to where this black is, and it's already resting on it, so we know that goes there, but it's desoldered. There we go. Ooh, oh, it's burning my fingers, guys. Oh, it's burning my thumb. So what we do next, we just do this stuff out of the way. What we do next, guys, we turn this on, or at least we would. Right. Let's plug this in. The signal generator tracer on, and what we can do, we can test whether our preamp works just simply by strip that has been stripped. Now we need it's the yellow one, we need the yellow one, and that goes onto there. Get a bit further. Right, we're getting a bit of a hum on there. So what I'm going to do, that's it. Now what to do, turn this upside down. No, we're not getting any volume, we should. There. Turn the volume down. There you go. And then I've knocked the wire off the grid, off the volume control. So if I hold that there, there's your treble. That's quite good. Now bass. Bass is not doing a lot, but that being said, this unit might not pick it up because we tried it on that one there as well. We tried it on that one and we got the same. Only that being said, treble works lovely on that one. Look at that. Well, the bass does work. You listen. And that's your volume. Yeah. So your bass does work. So all we need to find for that now, guys, and we'll do it in the morning, so I'm not looking through things at this time of night. So this is actually fixed. Apart from, we need to change that. Capacitor, or do we? We may get away with it. I mean, do we? We may get away with that because that is on the treble control, and the treble control is actually working. Now let's have a look how this one here is done, because these two here, oh no they don't. See, they were soldered to, oh yeah they are, both go to the wiper, and that's correct, because they do on this one as well, they go to the wiper. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to, yeah, well basically it's the same thing. This is out of the earlier version, and I'll point out the differences on the earlier version and the later version. They're pretty much the same amp. So, you know, this is the later version. But that wire there, that brown wire, that wire confused me because I didn't know where it came from. Oh, and that's why I took this out and took this apart. This was out of one he gave me. And somebody signed this one. Anita. Her name's come up twice now. She's come up twice, her now, guys. Anita, she's come up twice. She came up in one of Phil's record players, Phil from Shildon. I did some for him a few years ago, good few years ago. And her name, her name was in what was in his dance set auto mix. And that she'd signed his auto mix, so she must have put this together. And she signed the back of that control. Is it the same Anita? We don't know. But I'll tell you what I'm prepared to do. I'm prepared to go out on a limb and bet my bottom dollar and say, yeah, it probably is. It probably is the same girl. Right. So basically, guys, let's turn this off. And I can plug the phone back in. Because I want to charge the phone up. I'm trying to think. And don't anybody tell me don't not put too much effort into it. I know that. Right, so basically, here's the other chassis. Yeah. What we'll do, guys, we'll go over the differences. Now, on the preamp itself, there isn't any differences. On the preamp itself, they are both exactly what they are. On the tone control unit, they are what they are. They're free controls. This has got a bare wire. Everything here is grounded. It doesn't need to be, but it is. And that's that brown wire. That's what confused me. Because on this one, they're soldered all over the place to achieve better grounding, probably. On this one, it isn't. This is the older, newer version, and it all grounds and it's self-grounding anyway. So they probably realised that and just took the wire from here to the black wire here for the grid. We'll put some nice shielded wire on that. Not for the grid, sorry. We're going to put some nice shielded wire on here as well to go to the main amplifier. This goes to pin 1 of the valve, which is the grid. Now, if we look at the early version, now they actually, if we put both amps together side by side for a moment, then you'll probably see that there's very little difference in them. You see, this is the one that's been worked on. The only difference is that capacitor there. This board is slightly reworked because this capacitor here, this electrolytic, it's actually here on this board. Let me just move this over a bit. There we go. On the later version, it's here, and on the earlier version, it's there. And this Black Hunts one is this mustard one on the later version. I don't think there's anything on the other side. No, nothing on the other side. This is made by AMC, and I don't think the other one is. And it's slightly different on the bottom as well. Not where anything really goes in, but on this one you haven't got this big chunky resistor. This one I think is actually nicer laid out, and there's more components on this one. There's more. So on this one, let's do a resistor count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on this one we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've actually managed to get out of giving you one resistor. They've managed to get out of giving you one resistor. On this, the transformer is slightly different. On the newer version, you can see you've got a tag board on the top. On the older version, they're still going into there like that. Still going into the transformer. There's your HT. I think, is it? Yeah. No, sorry, that's your heater. That's my mistake. That's your heater. Your HT is this one. Oh, yeah, because that's your transformer. That's your transformer output, and that's your HT. Oh no, it could be, no, it's ground. Sorry, Andy. There's your HT. That plain one there, that's your unshielded one. Yeah, it says it there on it, says HT. That's your HT. And on this one, your HT is here, which is a slightly different place. And it has a slightly, this has a slightly newer rectifier, because that's the old type, which was a bit bigger, but they made them a bit smaller. So that's your new, this is your new type of rectifier, but for back in the day. But other than that guys, they were basically, the transformer on the later one was also bigger. The mains transformer was bigger. Obviously Dansette felt that they needed to use a bigger transformer. Probably get a bit more voltage into the valve. 275 volts DC working on the capacitor, 25 volts on the other one at the bottom there, on the 25 UF one. Now what's, see, this is 32, 16 and 25, and now it doesn't show me this particular amp. In the manual it shows me this version, although it says this is the late version. It's not, this is the early version. There's actually two early versions. There's the version that was fitted into the RG30 and RG31 respectively, tabletop radiogram, and that was also used, the same chassis was used in the early Dansette, in the early Auto Conquests, but it didn't, it had two valves, and it was nothing like this, but it didn't have the radio circuit. That's what made it different. We didn't get the radio circuit, we just got the amplifier. So that's why when I do the Dansette Auto Conquest, the really early one, I always use the circuit for the RG31 or RG30, because it's the same amplifier. This amplifier would go on to find its way in many different things. It wasn't only used in the Auto Conquest, guys, it was used in other things as well. So what we want to try and do, so basically if we look down here, we'll get back to that in a minute. If we look down here, we should see our grid wire, and there's our grid wire on this one. On this one, the grid wire is that. And that's the Mildred. Hello, Mr. Mildred. Hello, Mr. Mildred.
I don't know what you're trying to do to me. Okay, now.
Well, what have I done now? What are you blaming me for now?
Right, listen to me.
No.
Let me fucking paper here. Right, I wanted, are you there?
Yes, where else would I be?
Right, I actually ordered me 100 US.
Yes.
Right, by 35 volts, weren't it?
Well, I got you 100 UF by 35 volts.
No, you didn't.
What did I get you?
You got me 220 US by 25 volts.
I don't get what you're on about, Mildred. I ordered some because certain values are not available.
Right.
Will you listen?
Original value, right?
Will you listen?
Yeah,
So-
but listen, the original value was 100 microfarads, right? By 30.
Mildred, on that list that you gave me, some of them values were 200 UF. On that list you gave, no, listen, I'm not going to argue with you, right?
I've got it
Right. Well, read the list out then.
Hang on, I'm looking for it. I'm looking at it a bit ago. I put them two in that we got. The one you give me and the other one, right? They're done. The two big ones are done. The two driver boards that sit on the bottom, right? I've got the 100 US. I put one of them in. It's the smaller one at the back, which is... Where's that fucking hell of that?
Well, on that paper you gave me, Mildred, there was some rated at 200 UF at 25 volts, and that's why I ordered that. That's why I ordered the 220s.
Well, that I don't know using them because they don't work. What was it? Right, where the fuck is it? Here. Right, that one there. That one there says 50 UF. Right?
Yeah, and I ordered 47s for there.
Well, hang on, I've got no 47s here.
You should have. I ordered them. They came because I gave them you. Because I checked them when they came.
47 by 35 volts.
That's right.
Will they do that then?
They're in place of the 50s.
Right. So
Because you can't get... You can't...
Right,
Mildred.
that's where it got, yeah. That's where it got me fucking confused. Because the fucking supposed to be fucking, what you call it, aren't they, 50s?
You can't get 50s.
Right. So that's where they...
So I always put 47s in.
I've got the other one which goes on that board, which is 100 by 35 volts, because it's two driver boards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so we've got them there. I've got them now, right? Now then, the only ones I've got to do then is that fucking top one on that top board. There's 3 of them, 4 of them on here, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I can't
They
remember,
are.
Mildred. I've only ever seen that bloody thing once.
They're 200.
Yeah. 200s by 25 volts, I think they are.
Yeah, but one's 50 UF, innit?
Doesn't... Yeah, I think I ordered for... yeah, but
You
the...
ordered 3 of them other ones, didn't you?
Listen, for the 200s, you
Yeah.
put in the 220s.
Yeah, but what I mean is,
Listen.
there's 50 UF.
The 50 UF you put in the 40.
15 volts, I'm going to put one of these fucking 47s.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Right, so the 47 goes in there as well.
Yes.
Right, so that's 47. Them two there, them silver ones, you know, fucking thing this is. Got wires everywhere.
You're not the only one. I'm in the middle of doing an amplifier.
Well, I'm fucking doing.
I'm doing a video, Mildred.
Hang on. This one is 200 US. I can't see because I can't get it out. But I'll come across them. I'll give you a bell back when I get to a fucking thing.
Right, but I ordered what was on your list, Mildred.
Yeah, it just confused me because that was said.
Yeah, but...
That said 220, didn't it?
That's right, but I ordered 220s because you can't get 200s.
Right, so these ones, these 3 here are in place of the 50s, aren't they?
Yeah, the 347s.
Yeah.
The 347s are in place of the 50s.
Right.
I don't, I always put, because you can, if you really look around, you can get 50s, but you fucking pay for them.
Oh, right.
You pay. Hang on a minute, Mildred. Hang on a minute. Oh, there was no way you were missing out on that one. I knew that was a good one.
Right. When I took the UF, the 100 UF out, right, it reads 159.3, so that one's probably okay anyway. But I took it out anyway and changed it.
Right, I'm getting on, Mildred, because people are going to get fucking bored sat here listening to me.
Right.
I'll catch you in a bit, Mildred.
Right, bye.
Bye, mate. Yeah, I ordered him some capacitors, and I'll tell you what, nothing whinges like a Mildred. You have to have them well trained, you have to train your Mildred. You can't just expect them to be, pre-done. A bit like a wife. Only joking, ladies. Only joking. Anyway, getting back to it, guys, I'm going to let him out in a minute. But getting back to it, these are pretty much the same dinner, really. They are pretty much the same thing. I mean, they are different in some respects. The transformer faces the other way. You know, they are different slightly in places, but they're basically the same fucking thing. I mean, this will get this one. This is the one out of the record player he gave me, and there wasn't really much of the record player he gave me, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this for something else. I will recondition this and refurbish it, but it's going to be. I'll use it for something else. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to replace. And this one I put in as a temporary measure. We'll put a 200 PF in there. We will put a 200 PF in there. Even though the treble works, we're still going to put the correct value in. And it says something about the bass, but I don't see what I can do about the bass, because basically we're going to change this electrolytic here, put a new one of them in. What value is that? Don't know the values on the other side, I can't see it. Tell me on the circuit anyway. It'll be the same value as what this one is. It'll be pretty much the same thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to change that capacitor there. We'll change that capacitor that I put in as as a test, because the original one fell to bits when I touched it. I mean, that was no fault of Matthews. That's because it's old. So what we're going to do, we're going to this volume control pot had been put in the wrong way, because it is supposed to be put the way in I've put it, because it's done the same way on this one. So we are right now with that. We're going to put new wire on here for the grid. We've got one somewhere. We're going to put a new wire on for the grid, and not for the grid, sorry, we've already got the grid wire, but we'll probably change that for shielded. And then we'll put two new wires on here to go under the record deck, to go underneath for the record deck. We'll put shielded cable on, and I've actually seen these. I'm not going to do it with this one, but I've actually seen these where this transformer's been moved to the back of the unit. We may consider a modification like that. I've seen it done, and we may consider something like that. But this is out of mine. This is out of the one Matthew gave me, and I think that's had that treble knob replaced, because the shaft has been cut. It could have been done from new like that, but the shaft has been cut, because you can see where they haven't cut it straight. But this one, the volume control has definitely been replaced. The on-off and volume has definitely been replaced, because that is a plastic shaft. And back when these were made, there were no plastic shafts, they were all metal. So there we go, guys. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, because I'm going to let him out because he's foraging about. And, you know, we'll come back. We'll come back in a few minutes, and we'll change that capacitor. Right. Now we've actually found a box of capacitors which are between 100 and 470 PF. So we may have something in here that'll do us. 180 PF. We'll get the tester out and we can look at them and see what they are. I was watching Microchips' video the other night where he reviewed another one of these Zoe meters, her capacitor one. I mean, it looked like a nice meter, but I won't be buying it because I've already got meter loads. I've already got plenty of meters that can do all that. So, but if I didn't already have a meter, yeah, I would be straight after one of them. because I'll be honest with you guys, I do like the Zoe products. So we'll find one of these which is close to 200 picofarad. Well, that's measuring in NF. So right, we want picofarad. I think we do. Let me just check the circuit. I haven't got a printout of the circuit, so we're going to have to go and just have a quick look at it on the net. Not on the net, on the, what do you call it? I'll just minimise you for a minute, and I'll just get the circuit. Scraps, will you bloody lie down? You're being a nuisance. You've been out, you've just had water. Go on, get in your bed. Good boy. Be a good dog. I'm sure it's picofarad. Right, I'm sure it's picofarad. Right, where's... Right, go back to... Have a look there. 200 PF. Yeah, because that's going... That goes to the wiper of the volume control. It's 200 PF. Yeah, and the other one's 0.002. So yeah, we've got the right one. We've got one there. That'll do it. And I'm right thinking it is PF. The only thing is, my meter has probably gone dead because it's turned off. I didn't turn it off. Yeah, it has, it's gone flat. Let's plug the lead in, charge the meter back up. Yeah, the meter's gone flat. Good thing about this meter, it's rechargeable. Bad thing is you're always charging the damn thing. But that being said, it is a good meter. It is a good meter and I do like it. There we go, we're on now. So that could have given a false reading. Don't think so though. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to look and see what we've got. See, these are all mica, but it'll still work. These are all mica, but they will work. I mean, no worries about that. I mean, there's one there, brand new. 180 PF. So we could use that. We could use that. That's no problem. Got this one here. What's this one? 2,200 PF. That's a bit fucking much. And there's another one there. I mean, there's all sorts in here. 1,500. Oh, yeah, 1,500 PF. Then we've got one there which is dead small. 4.7. Don't know what that one is. Does it say on the other side? No, it doesn't. Right, so we've got this one here. Let's see what he measures. I mean, he reads. This meter can't do PF. It does once. It's telling us what it is. Now, if I just put that around that for a second and just put that on there, put it so I'm not touching the leads. 0.02 NF. Yeah, so that would work. That would do the job. So we can put him in. We can put him in and use him. So You can take this fucking dirty big dobber thing out, which did work. Take this out. There we go. There you go. Now, if I just get that wrapped around there, and I'll just take this off here. There you go. Right. Now this, we can actually use, we can actually wrap around there. That's good. There you go. That's soldered onto there. Now all we need to do is solder that back onto there. Then all we do is this one. Let's bring this up here, so because we don't want to have anything touching where we don't want it to touch. That's good. Now all we need to do is lift this up a bit, bend that down there, bend that there. There you go. Now that should just solder straight on. There you go. That's a mess. That is a mess. I'm not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. It's on, but it went on, but my fucking solder gone. Must have fell on the floor. Oh, that could have been it. No, that wasn't it. Oh, there it is. Some fucker messing with my head. Right. There we go. Now if I just lift that up to there, and then I just hold that to there. That'll do us. That'll do us. Right. Push that resistor down out of the way. Move that to there. Now let's connect it back up to the unplug the soldering iron for a second because I need the meter to charge up. So we'll connect that to that. That is to our volume control. And this will probably just go here. No, maybe not. that there. Turn the volume up a bit. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah. Turn it up a bit. Treble works. Bass works. That volume control needs tightening. We'll do that. And there's no hum there. You can actually hear your treble. Oh, I've not put you back on, have I? Sorry guys. We were looking at the circuit. Yeah. Sorry folks. Oh, hang on. No, you guys were there all the time. I forgot to click the screen back. That's okay. So, if I connect that to there, then connect that to there, we get me knob. I was using a knob earlier. There. Treble. Bass. You can hear it. So turn the treble fully trebly, there we go. Yeah. That's working now guys, that's all done. And that's only because it had been messed up. You see people mess up, plug the soldering iron back in. You see people mess them up, it gives me more work. It means I have to spend more time straightening it back out. But we've got there. Right, so we've got there guys, that's working now. And we'll clip this wire because we don't need it that long. What we'll do, we'll clip that when we're ready to solder it back in, which is probably around about now. Every time I see you. So it goes back onto the front. So I'll get these out of the way because they're a transformer. Right, that's grid. That wasn't even joined on properly. Oops. Weren't even connected properly, that. Right, my standing knife is in the other room. Now, how are we connected? Yeah, we're okay. We can swap that wire actually. That, and we'll put this one in. There you go. Make sure we're still connected there. Make sure we don't come off. It says fucking about. No, we're good. And that can come round to there. It used to, actually I think it should come through there, that. And that's that hole there is for that wire. We're just trying to get it through. There you go. think that was a hole for that wire. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. No, it's not. There we go. We're going to go through that one. Right, so basically move that shit. Take, and I don't know whether that'll reach to there, we'll soon find out. Let's take this brown wire off. If it doesn't, we can always put the brown wire on. Right, get here. There you go. Put a bit of solder onto the control. Just put that in there for a second. It should just jam it where I need it for a minute. There you go. Now where we're going to put the ground. Now we might have to extend the wire for the ground, because let me have a look. We shouldn't have to. Move all that shit. And we need to put, so what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to connect that to there like that. In fact, actually, no, it won't reach. It won't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect that to there. Be okay. There you go. Oh no, it's not, it's come off. You bastard. You cunt. Leave it long enough. It's burning me fucking fingers, that. Right. Right, so that's okay now, that's on. That's going nowhere. We've not bothered shielding it, there's no need. Because once that's in, it'll just push down to there. Hang on. Put that there for a minute. Now let's get a nice piece of wire, which we've got somewhere. That's the speaker wire, we'd only use that. We'd only use what was already in there. It was fucking terrible. Fucking Hum City. That's Hum City what was in there. I did have some on here, I seen it the other day. I had a piece with a fucking plug on the end of it. I think this is it. Yeah. So that's it. So that's gonna, this is gonna go in there, guys, and we're gonna put this in there, So we'll take that red wire out. There you go. It's not the correct wire, although some of them did use ordinary wire back in the day. Some did use ordinary wire. That's it, that's in. Then this one can go to here, because this is negative. This can go to there. That can go to there because that's the ground. There you go. Right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not happy with that. Can I pull that a bit further down? I'm not happy with that, guys, because that looks like it could actually right, so what we'll do, we'll test this again. Test this again. Make sure that everything's right. That should pick up. So let's unplug the solder iron for a minute. Plug the finger back in. Turn that on. Go for the ground first. So we'll connect the ground just to there. And then connect the positive to the grid. Now if I touch this, I should get a buzz. I'll touch that and get a buzz. Volume. Don't worry about the crackling. Get me knob, it doesn't crackle. Bass. Treble. You can hear the bass. There's your treble. Right. So that's working. And that's that straightened out. Right. That's that straightened out, guys. We're happy with that. The tone controls is simple on these. Now what we need to do is bring that into there. Now that should go across. Should go across. Now that should go across there. Yep, and it does. It reaches. Yeah. That's good. So now all we have to do is put the fucking screws back in. Doesn't matter which ones we use. We've got a set of screws, we've got 2 sets. We'll use the set that's to hand. Yes. It's gone in. It's in. Let's turn this round so I can get to the screw. Yeah. I mean, that looks like could go in a bit more actually. That's it. Knew it could. Well, that's it on the bottom of Stumpy. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Next one. Should be another screw here. Put this one in. That one was a bit thingy, but it's there you go. Right. Now that's that done, guys. That's all that done. All we're left with now is to just double check all this. Just pop the valve in. Pop the valve in. If we can fucking find it, it should be here somewhere. There's the valve. There's the wires for the speaker. We'll just connect it to the, that's not it. Where's the test speaker? It's finding your shit when you need it now. It's getting on a bit, so I might leave this actually. So we've done everything we need to do. There's nothing really else. There it is it? Yeah. Yeah, there's me speaker. Yeah, there it is. So if we connect that to the speaker, just give it a quick test. I mean, I don't expect it to be perfect. There's no earth on it. We're not going to fuck about with the earth. Make sure. Right. Make sure everything's out of the way. It is. Get the. Where's the safe block? I've seen it the other day. Seen it the other day. It's here. Trapped under all my junk. There we go. Let's turn that off. Unplug that. Turn the volume down. Move all this crap. What we need to do is connect our safe block to our mains transformer. Now I've got a feeling that we've pretty much should be pretty right, but whether we are is another matter. Valve lighting. Turn it off for a sec. I want the grid wire. That's it. It sounded alright actually, that. Let's see. Something wrong with that. That's not right. The bass is working. The trebles. Right. So basically guys, let's see if the HT is bled off. See if the HT is bled off. Let's put this on. Four volts. That's good. Take this back out of the safe block. So let's have a look at why. Let's have a look at why the treble doesn't work. Why the volume goes down when you adjust the treble. Take that out there, put that in the box there. Right, so let's have a look. Disconnect the speaker. So we need to know problem is. Now, there's plenty there though. So we need to know what the issue is. So it could even be just the ground hitting somewhere. So Scraps, I fucking heard that, you dirty bastard. Better not smell it. Bad enough having to smell my own. Nice thing about these, they separate nice and easy. I mean, it's a bit of a fucking pain in the ass having to take screws out, but they do separate nice and easy, these amps. I mean, we need to know. There's plenty there though, isn't there, guys? As the amp itself is actually working, so let's lift the transformer out. Now let's have a look. Now let's take off the grid wire and we can separate this then. Well, we could if we had the soldering iron plugged in. Yeah, I've done it again. Right. So basically, so let's have a look at this other one, because although this is the earlier model, it's basically the same. So let's have a look at how this one's done. Right, we've got a ground coming along all the way to here, which goes onto there. Right, that's your black wire for your thing. And I think the problem guys, is this wire. Now I've soldered that to there, so if I plug, I unplug that because I don't need it, turn that off. Right, so if I plug my doings back into there, right, move that a minute, so move that, so if I plug my doings, where's my yellow wire? Probably on the end of the other end of the fucking probe. Yeah, it is. So basically what we're going to do, guys, we're going to leave this as it is, and I'm going to connect that to there, I'm going to connect that to there like that, and well, we need the other wire, don't we? We need the green. So if I connect that to there, for example, now if I turn the doings on, that's come off. Right. If I connect that to there, well, that shouldn't have any, what do you call it? So what's the problem here? Connect it to there. Nothing there. That's right. Nothing there. That's right. And that's right. So if I connect that to there, that's there. So what I'm going to have to do, could be the treble control. Don't think it is though. We've got nothing on there now, which is right. So I'm wondering, hang on. Let's just disconnect this. So I wonder, so I'm wondering guys, let's just turn that down a minute. So I'm wondering, take that off there. Now, so I'm wondering if that should even be connected like that, because sometimes you get a ground and they're not. Right, so that's your, right, so I'll connect that. We'll connect that to that. And we'll leave that one off. And we'll turn this back up. Now, let's see if we get. Now let's see if we touch that. Now it doesn't go off. No, it doesn't go off. So I don't think that should be connected. Unless goes to the chassis. But if you connect it there, connect that there, and then let's just get that, shove that up there. Right, now if I get me there, see that's sort of like there. Ouch. Burnt my fucking finger. Right, so if I connect that there, back there, see that shorts out. So let's get me, see by doing it this way, that's full volume. Right, that's the treble. Right. I'm just trying to press. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at this. But I'm gonna have to look at this. Make sure that we're not. I don't think we are. Yeah, let's redo this. Right. Let's redo this. Let's redo this. Right. Let's take that fucking lead off. There we go. Right, so that's good. That's where we want that. That's right. And that brown lead comes along from that. Just double check. Yeah, it comes along from that. Which goes, yeah, it's right. Resistors and capacitors correct. And that goes to the wiper, which is right. Yeah. I'm wondering. Right, let's take this. I don't see that's come off there now. I don't see the problem. I don't see the issue. I don't see why clean that bit off. There you go. Solder the new wire on. Right, see this one only has the one wire. It doesn't have shielding. So that's what I think is the issue. See, that's got shielding, which is going to the valve. Goes to the valve socket. That shielding goes to the ground. If I turn the meter on, there we go, went past it. There you go. See, that's got nothing there. So that's not supposed to. I'm wondering, are all these shielded? Yeah. Yeah, they're all okay. Now, I'm wondering, that wire doesn't go there. I know it doesn't. Right. That doesn't go there. I don't think that's probably not even fucking used. I'll have to have a look. But that being said, if I have a look, see, that was shorting out on that. That's, see, that's your, what do you call it? And that's not ground. It is ground, it's pickup ground. So that there shouldn't be touching the floor. That could have been causing it. That could have been causing it. That touching the floor, that would have been shorting that out. Don't know if it was fully touching, but it ain't now. So see, the one out of the picture I've got is slightly different, and the amp I've got is slightly different. So but I've got a feeling let's just solder that back on. There you go. Now I've got a feeling, guys, let's zoom out a bit because you can't see a lot of it. That'll do. Right. Now if I go to here now, still nothing. We go to there. Now let's have a look at the other one. Now the other one, I'll go from there to there, and that goes to the ground. And if we look at the transformer for the other one, oops, we look at the way the other one, where I snipped the wire, which was that wire there, that goes to that channel of that terminal of the speaker onto the it earths the chassis there. So So basically they are slightly different. Not much, but it may be enough. So these are all linked together by that ground bus there, by this ground bus wire. Now, and they go to the chassis. But that's your grid. So what we'll do, we'll use these two wires here. I won't fucking do that, I'll just snip them. We'll use these. And what we can do, we can put that in. We can put this in, and then we know they won't short together. We know we shouldn't get any problem. Some idiot's just gone past. This time of the fucking morning with a car radio blaring. Yep. Bad shit, guys. Commonly known as a cocksucker. Don't give a fuck about other people's peace. There you go. Now, let's take that off there. There we go. What we'll do, we'll take that brown off. We'll put that brown. That brown definitely goes there. So we can wrap the brown, wrap them two together. Just tin them up. Nice and smooth. There we go. Perfect. Let's get a big lump of solder from up there. We'll scrape all that bits of solder out in a minute. Right, so that's that. So next what we want to do, put a bit of solder on here. That's it. Just move the meter. Connect our negative for our pickup. This is our pickup wire. And then this is that's our negative pickup, this is our positive pickup. Goes to our cartridge. Right. So that goes to our cartridge. Now this one, I don't think that goes. Let's get rid of them bits of solder. There you go. The fucking multimeter doesn't stand up properly. Mind you, it doesn't help the fact that it's on charge and I'm pulling on the leads and all sorts of fucking shit. Hang on a minute, there we go. Right, so basically guys, right, so if I now connect this up, connect the, move that, connect that to the grid, the yellow to the grid, connect this to the ground. I'm not worried about that bit. Turn this back on. this. Now that, we shouldn't get anything from it. So what we need to do is connect that to there. Still getting something. Now let me so we shouldn't be getting anything on the black. And we are. Right, what about if I take the brown off at this end? No, so are we still getting anything? Yes. Put the brown on there. Right, so what we would need to do, does the base still work with that off? I don't know. No, it doesn't. So that needs to be so now that sounds a bit. Let's grab that. Treble's not working either. Now let me clip. Oh no, Mildred, I'm not answering you yet. Fuck off. Not answering you yet, I'm busy with this. So I put fuck off. That's working now. No. Just shove this back onto there. That's working now. So that has to be like that. So how are they doing that one? You got a black wire, and that there will go to earth. And you would imagine turn this off, you would imagine that would go. I think that does go to there. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put that on there. I think that does go on there. Right. Now, what we'll do next, we'll put is where's me fucking me pickup wires? And there me pickup wires, and that wire's come off. So solder that back on. That fucker's come off. Now I've got a feeling. Ouch! Now, so we've put everything pretty much back as it should be. Now that's there, that's in. That'll do. Now, what we'll do next, we'll just bring this back over. Oh, it's come off again. Fuck me. I'll phone the Mildred back in a minute, guys. I just need to get this. I mean, I can't be bothered. It's the problem when you do things for people. They fucking mither the fuck out of you for it over and over. I don't mither anybody, me. It's fucking come off, it's burning my hand. Fuck's sake. They say you shouldn't blow on solder. Fuck what they say. There you go. So we want to make sure that that doesn't hit anything. It could have been. And that could have been the sun, but that's out of the way. That's out of the way. Stick this, get this green fucking wire out of the way. There we go. Right, that's good that, because that's way out of the way. And I'll slide that. And I'll make sure that that not touching anywhere. I need to make sure that wire's not touching, because that could be the fucking cause of the issue. So we're going to put a screw in the bottom there. I'll phone Mildred back when I finish the video, guys. I just need to do this. There you go. We only need one screw in it, to be honest. Yeah, one screw will do it. Right, now that's how our black wire's dropped off. our fucking speaker. Now, that's no problem, because where'd the fucking black wire go? That's the thing. Can't know where it went. Well, there's the yellow one. Where's the fucking hell's the black one gone? There it is. Where's it come off from? We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. So, it's either from that one. Let's put it on ohms. 18. Right, did it go on? Can't fucking remember. We're alright because we've got a reference anyway. You can't just stick it on anywhere. You fucking blow the fuck out the speaker if you put it in the wrong place. The speakers don't like 300 volts up them. That there a minute. I think it went. Yeah, there's your brown. We'll follow it. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Have a look at the transformer. Right, so there's your HT. So we know it doesn't go to that one. There's your brown. So we know it doesn't go to the red. Now the blue. The blue. And this one here is different. It goes on either end. Of course it would be different, wouldn't it? So we know one goes on the end there. The other one could go on the other end. The way to find out guys, what you do, you heat the wire. Not that one. I think it's this one. Right. Now we expect to find a piece of fucking wire on here somewhere. So we know it's not the HT because the HT is red. So we know it's not that. So that's don't think that's it, is it? That needs repairing. That's not it. It could be this one. Well, it's not that one. It could be the black one, could be the brown one. But ouch. Let's get some of the fucking wellness solder sucker. Get some of this fucking solder off. That's fucking blocked me, so fuck that. Right. So I think ooh, it's fucking hot. I think that so that's your HT. That's coming up to your HT. So that's coming from your HT. That one there, that's right. That's your HT. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's your HT. So, because your HT is coming in on that leg, on that pin there, which is right. And that's coming off that red wire. So I'll tell you how I'll find out. How I'll find out, it's simple. Pop the valve back in. Pop the valve in. Now we know the red one's HT and the blue one could be. So we should have voltage on here or here, and definitely on here. So I mean I could cross reference into a fucking video and trouble is doing that take too fucking long. Now let's pop it onto the safe block. You know, make sure none of these are, no, we're good. Make sure this is on voltage. It is. Now, lighting up. No, we're not lighting up by the look of that. The wire come out. Oh, we're in. Oh, hang on. Should light up now. That's not even the right fucking valve. Where's the fucking valve? And I put the fucking valve, that's not the one. Where's the fucking ECL82? Where have you gone, you fuckers? Put this transformer over here. That's not it. That's that one I fucking had last night out of that box. That's not an ECL82. Where the fucking I put you? I thought I'd put it here. The only one around here is that one, but that ain't the one. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now it should light up. Yeah. So let's see what we've got on the... So that should be HT. Yeah. And that is. So the speaker, as I thought. So what we'll do, we'll no, I don't fancy doing that. What I fancy doing is the way it should have been done in the first place. There you go. So yeah, the black wire did go on the end. But like I'm always saying, guys, if you're not sure, fucking double check it. There's no harm in double checking. I mean, if I can't get this to work with this tone controls, I can always put that one on it. It's exactly the same. There we go. So we'll turn this on now. Just measure it. I want to just measure the voltage, because to be honest with you, I'd like that there. There you go, out of the way. So now we've got it connected. So where's me grid? Me pickup rather. Not there. Is there? That's a bit loud, that. I think that controls the wrong one. No, we need a ground on the control. The control needs to be grounded. Oh well, how about that one, eh? The control has to be grounded. Now let's watch the voltage fall off. Yeah, we're down to nothing. Right. So basically, pull the valve back out. Make sure next time put the right fucking valve in it. Disconnect this to get the safe block. I'm going to leave it in a minute. I'm just going to... So we need... We've got a ground on there. But... I don't think that's right. No. And that's why I only put one screw in it. So I'll lift this out carefully. There you go. There you go, put that there. Now, Now let's see what value this potentiometer is. It should be 1 megohm. And it is. Yeah, it is. Because the one on there will be 1 megohm. Right. So what I think the problem could be, we've got nothing touching anywhere where it shouldn't. Got that's correct. That's correct. Yeah. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect this one from here. I'm going to try the other one. I'm going to try the other one. I mean, I clipped the bloody wires off it, didn't I? But that doesn't matter. Where is it? Where did I put the fucker? I had it in my hand a minute ago. Where are you? Where are you? But yeah, that'll be the problem. Now I've lost that one now, it's here somewhere. Fucking had it in my hand before. Is it underneath this? No, it's not there. It's not behind the meter. Right. That's the one we've taken off, what we've been working on. Right. That's not it. Where the fucking hell did I put that? Just had the cunt in my hand. Oh. Right. Well, there it is. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to stick this one on. Stick this one on. I'm going to stick this one on and see what we get. Right. Right, I'm going to stick it on. Like, I'm going to stick it on so that I can get to me fucking. So I can get to me fucking wires at the back here. Tell you what I could really do. What I could do, I could stick it. Right. Right, so what we could do, we could stick it so it shorts on there. It won't short anywhere else, that's okay. We're just going to simulate. Right. And this. Right. There you go, that'll do there. Now that'll do there, that'll be alright because it's just enough room for me to get down there, touch the wire. Valve. That's the one. That's turned down. No, we're not worried about that, but now all we need to do is move all the other shit so there's nothing can cause a problem. There we go. Connect this back up to the safe block. I'll phone the Mildred in a minute. There you go. Now, plug the safe block in. Now, I burnt myself on the fucking soldering iron. Right, where's the speaker? It's connected. Right. We're lighting. Nothing. That's working. Turn that down a bit. Yep. It goes all the way down. Now let's see. Well, that's working, so what I might do, I might just use that one. Yeah. We'll leave it in there for now, guys. I think what we might do, might just use that one. Might just use that one because that's working. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. And we'll call this probably part 2. Yeah, because I've got one part. Yeah. You won't probably see it till... But I've done it Sunday, but you won't see it till Monday. Because... the reason why you won't see it till Monday is because I've got to run it through the... what do you call it? Got to sort it out. Got to run it through the editor. Right. You take it easy, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now. Buy me a coffee if you want to, and all the rest of good stuff. Bye for now, guys and girls. Catch you later.